Magandang araw mga kapitek, isa pang video ang ibibigay po natin sa inyo dito sa ating discussion ngayon. No? May nagtanong kasi sa atin kung ano nga ba ang composition ng ating School Governance Council or ang ating SGC. Ito ay galing dun sa naunang video natin na kinumpare natin yung SGC at ang ating SPTA. So, ang legal basis po natin sa discussion na ito ay ang Deputy Order number 26 series of 2022 signed as of June 17 of 2022. So, embedded din yung ating mga provisions dito sa ating video for your reference. So, bago natin puntahan ang composition, ay banggitin muna natin yung functions ng ating School Governance Council. No? In that DepEd order, binabanggit niya that the SGC shall serve as the structure for shared governance and a feedback mechanism at the school level. Okay? Shared governance and feedback mechanism at the school level. It shall serve as the overarching consultative and coordinating bodies for all the committees, associations, and organizations within the school. No? So, before completing the final list of the members ng ating SGC, ang una munang gagawin ng school head dito ay buuin yung tinatawag natin na ex officio members. So, yung ex officio members ay binubuo. No? Sino-sino nga ba yung mga miyembro ng ex officio members or ex officio members ng ating SGC? So, sila yung mga initial members ng ating SGC na selected by the school head. Kasama dito ang designated co-chairperson ng SGC, representatives from the following organizations. Una, yung student government. Pangalawa ay PTA at ang pangatlo yung ating FPA or faculty club. Alright? The primary purpose of the ex officio members is to select the representatives of the different school internal and external stakeholders who will complete yung kabuuan po ng ating School Governance Council. So, the ex officio members shall determine the total number of SGC members anywhere between 7 to 15 members depending on the school typology. Mga kapitek, ibig sabihin nito, ang magdedetermine po kung sino yung mga or ilan ang miyembro between 7 to 15 ng ating SGC ay ang ating ex officio members. No? Wala pong school head doon, apat lang po sila. So, hindi po kasama si school head doon sa ex officio members. So, sino ang pwedeng isama sa SGC members na pipiliin ng ating ex officio members? So, dito sa DepEd order, nakasaad din that the members shall be composed of heads, presidents, assigned representatives from other school committees, associations, and organizations, including the school-based ALS teachers and learners, reputable members of the community, and representatives of the community organizations duly recognized by the government authorities such as but not limited to alumni associations, education committee of the barangay, NGOs, and the religious organizations. Okay? Following the completion of the membership, the SGC shall now elect their officers including the co-chairperson and the secretary. So, ilang miyembro, ilang officers lang ang i-elect nila? Dalawa na lang kasi napili na ni school head kung sino yung designated na co-chairperson. So, dalawa na lang yung i-elect nila na miyembro ng officers. We have the elected co-chairperson na manggagaling sa external stakeholders at yung pangatlo ay ang SGC secretary. So, there shall only be 3 officers of the SGC, the designated co-chairperson, elected co-chairperson, and the secretary. Pwede din magdagdag ng council members or council members depende sa ating ex officio or the SGC in totality. So, they will be classified na as tinatawag po natin the non-voting council members. Ang voting members lang ay yung miyembro ng 7 to 15 members na tinatawag po natin na voting council members. Okay? So, muli, maraming salamat mga kapitek sa panonood ng ating mga videos. Sana ay may natutunan po kayo sa video na ito and pa-follow na rin po yung ating the PTech team upang mas updated ka sa ating mga educational contents. Maraming salamat at hanggang sa muli.